Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Starcom Unknown Space. Those guns are noisy. Today's beverage is a very carbonated and quite refreshing apple and cherry soda. So welcome back to the game, and previously we were once again exploring and figuring out just how small the original systems were. You can see this is our original location. We were sort of jumping around and even went through what I thought was a quite big jump over to this area here where there's a ring world, but as you can see we are way out over here. And is that gun just going to continue firing? I think it is, yes. Anyway, as part of our missions, we do have one. It's called New Shipments. Trade Guild has artifacts information available for sale, which is in progress. However, the Guild have also found that one of their ships is behind schedule. So we jumped over to here, where we've got a Blue Star new system, the farthest out we've ever went. And, well, we've basically jumped into a ship graveyard. There is a ship over here. This is a broken Devout vessel, which we have previously scanned. I'm actually going to go over and destroy it because, well, why not? We'll get some resources off it. There we go. And there's also some more. So yeah, we're going to have a look around and see what's going on here. I have a bit of a feeling it's like a sort of starship graveyard, and the reason for that is obviously something or someone is destroying them, but also they're probably getting drawn here for some reason, which is as yet sort of unknown. But let's go ahead and we'll have a little scan here. Another strip vessel with an intact bridge and a recent log entry. Doesn't say how recent. Repeat, Pure Hive not need our protection, nor will they send protection. Business not good in this region. Repeat, and then 17 gold. So our trader guys here are not welcome nor needed. So right, okay, let's continue scouting around, and let's see, we've got another derelict, another strip vessel with an intact bridge and recent log entry. Flank attackers and cover guild masters retreat. Concentrate fire on the faster ships. To any further recovery team, demand at least thrice payment for future jobs in this region. Deposit in advance. Okay, right. It's statistically implausible that these ships were all disabled fighting each other in a single engagement. The damage patterns are too consistent with almost exclusively focused plasma. Right, so we've already figured out that there are indeed cloaking ships in the game. That was a recent discovery over in, I think it was perhaps around here. Yeah, there was some set of anomalies essentially, and we found out that there was some cloaking ships, and it was well, we informed the CXTA Trader Guild. So we'll see what's going on over in this locale. I'm just going to go ahead and obviously destroy anything around this wreckage here. There we are, and then we've got places to scan. We've also got another flinger. So it is. Oh, I'm going to wait. Let's spin around because there is something still on the map that I have not found. And let me check. There it is. There's a cube over there, and it could just be a tiny bit of debris. Apparently, I'm right on it. There's something there, and there, and there. Okay, it's an anomaly. It's a sensor anomaly, or there's something very specific that I've not yet found. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and scan this out, and we'll see what's going on. Another mystery in the depths of space to solve. We're at a point now as well where we are basically maxed out on the size of vessel for this one here. I think we can go a little bit bigger, but we definitely need to jump into, I believe it's the cruiser level, but we might go ahead and check out some other tech first. At least getting some sort of shielding and such might be in order, but, well, let's go ahead and jump. And this is, once again, another quite big jump, and I have no idea what I'm indeed jumping into. Looks to be, at the moment, no hostiles, but there are 2 flingers, so we will go ahead and scan everything out and continue scouting. Oh, and there's actually a planet right here I should probably have a look at, so let's pull up to that and scan. In terms of the other missions, once again we have several. We do keep getting sidetracked, but I'm not entirely bothered about that. I'm still enjoying just exploring and such. A small meteorite with high concentrations of uranium rests on a sheet of slushy nitrogen, 10 uranium, and on rare occasions uranium ore from meteorite is deposited on a planet's surface, able to detect because of a small amount of heat generated. Okay, we'll have a team gather that and return to the ship. So yeah, we do still have, like I say, new shipments. We got the Starlance and Fallen Empire, which is the main two things. Laconian vessels, which, yeah, we're going to end up getting into a spot of bother on that one, I'm sure. We're going to have to basically tell them to stop bullying their neighbours. And we've also got, well, something on the very left here, which we've still not scouted out. That's where a lot of the Devout were originally, which we've not really bumped into too much as of late, so it is what it is. We're going to go through this flinger here. I don't think it really matters which one we go to, so we're going to go through the closest one. And nope, I'm not. So I'm just going to actually back up into it, which is probably not acceptable in the manuals. And there you go. And that's whiplash claims for everybody. And you can see, once again, we are heading quite a way out. The idea is to figure out why vessels coming over here have not reached their destination and, well, put together... It's still to do with this automaton type of thing, I think. Lots of gas giants. Class planet is very similar hydrogen atmosphere of many of the gas giants we've studied, with a low density solid core. Okay, I think we've had that before, actually, but that's 15 research points. Yeah, that's a couple of gas giants, and sort of rocky world up here. So far, no one that we've bumped into. Obviously, we do have a couple of anomalies, but we'll do that. And, ooh, that's a big world on the left. Planetary survey. Rough terrain is dotted with semi-permanent mining structures. Sensors reveal them to be the surface of components of a deep ore mining complex. The miners... an insectoid species well suited to the subterranean environment and neither actively hostile to the server team nor especially curious. One scuttles over and chitters a query through their own translator. Are you bringing the new exchanger or new excuses? Without it, we can't harvest more than 100 kilograms of ore without half of us dying. What exchanger? The heat exchanger. As we've explained before, it's 173 degrees down there. I assumed you didn't care about the us dying part, but thought the harvest more ore part would get your attention. There's some confusion. We're investigating a missing trade guild ship. A ship was here 2 cycles ago. I think they said they were with some kind of trade group. At least they traded some decent computer systems for our old mining gear. Will you still sell us computer systems? If you bring us a decent exchanger, I'd give you the system and 5 crystals of diberyllium. That's the one. Have the guys return the ship for now. So let's have a quick look at that. We've got a new one in the log. The guild apparently traded computer with them. They're willing to give up, but only for a heat exchanger. Okay. How would I get a heat exchanger? Okay, I might have to go and trade for that and pick that up. But that's in the log anyway, so that's all good. And this planet looks fairly cool, doesn't it? No, gas giant. So nothing over here. Right, we're going to go over to that place there then. So I'm just going to set it to automatically go. So we do need a heat exchanger. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back and see if I have an option to do anything else. Redeploy. I don't think there was, though, but we'll double check. Yeah, return the ship for now. Okay, so we need a heat exchanger, and that might give us some more. But I don't know where I'm going to get it. I know they've said they've traded with the trade guild for it, so the guild will probably have the technology for the heat exchanger, so I could talk to them, or I could go back to our station and maybe talk to the guys there. They might know something more. Again, the fun's in finding out. The ship's a lot faster these days, I should clarify as well. We've recently put on these wings. And also, lots of these heat exchangers as well, which, well, I was going to say, we've already got a lot of them. I know there's people mention that they do clip through things and not a big fan of it. I can understand that and I appreciate that. Not much I can do about it. I like the idea of the weapons being able to constantly fire when we actually need them to, so I'll take a little bit of a bad look over the weapons breaking. And a Karam and coordinator. Okay, we have some new to us vessels. Oh, they do look like a bit of a new design. Let me get a bit closer. Intruding vessel. We have no record of your species, federation, or culture. This is therefore a first meeting, and you do not know our customs. Allow me to explain. This space is fire. No. Universal Translator is doing an above-average job with colloquialisms. Too bad the we want to kill you kind of culture. I'd love to learn more about their translation tech. This space is under exclusive control of the Pure Hive. We do not need pollution from your belief system, whether it be religious, free trade, quest for knowledge, or some sort of mutual defense. Balani, from experience, we have learned that simple words fail to convey our sincerity. To avoid this misunderstanding, we have adopted a new communication protocol. We will destroy your ship and leave fragments of it near the mysterious space circlet. So I wasn't actually too far wrong when I said fire originally. We're just here to investigate a missing ship. If you can tell us what happened, we will leave. Why are you explaining this if you're going to kill us? We do not wish to conflict with you, but are more capable of defending ourselves. Bring it, bug eyes. I'm going to say the top one. It says, we probably happened to it. Did you see the parts of it when you arrived? In either case, we cannot you leave. You would only encourage others to expect an exception. Yeah, I mean, they're really sort of stuck, aren't they? If their whole thing is, we're going to destroy you, so more don't come, surely you'd expect more things to turn up and look for the dead things. Trying to convince the Hive that they don't let you go, the guild will keep sending ships. No bonus to xenoculture, and, well, it's failed. So it looks like it to be a hostile action, and they are coming towards me now. Truth be told, I didn't want to fight them, but, well, it looks like I have no choice. This guy is turning to face, so, well, there you go. I was open for communication. Now, here's the thing. Who is at fault here? Who is at fault? I mean, we have, admittedly, rocked up to their system, uninvited, unannounced. We did declare our intentions that, you know, we are... Well, I guess we didn't declare our intentions that we are peaceful explorers. At least that's how it... That's the front, anyway. Mineral scans show this local group of star systems probably formed several billion years ago in the galactic core, but were flung off by radial perturbance. Yeah, normally we do introduce ourselves as, you know, explorers and etc., or on behalf of trade and whatever it happens to be. Oh, that looks cool. Is that the first time I've encountered a planet with rings? That looks amazing. Skimming a few hundred kilometers above the upper cloud layer, sense detect a source of an anomaly and a pocket of rare ethylene gas. Yeah, we'll pick that up. There's another flinger there. So yeah, like I say, who was at fault here? Essentially, we've I'm going to go over to this before going through the other flinger. We've literally rocked up and we wanted to explore, and we didn't get the chance. And they seem to be fairly certain on what the outcome would be. They didn't want to talk, they weren't interested in trade or excuse of being here, they just wanted to destroy us. And derelict vessel detected, no energy signature. Okay, I will do a bit of a scan. A vessel has been shredded with high energy weapons and his valuable resources stripped away. Inside, despite the size, only single deceased Emir is found in the command station. Judging from the status of the ship systems, they were probably caught completely off guard, whoever attacked them. The comms array has the last outgoing voice message. Hidden tomb, last resting place of Ock Juk, Empire ruins, go alone, Legion, Scepter, unexplained void disturbance, a parallel data stream set of coordinates. Oh, okay. Well, I'll destroy the wreckage. I mentioned, people have mentioned before that I should probably destroy wreckages. There is a new mission added to the log. Where is that? Hidden tomb. Tracked on map. Now it's probably going to be miles away, isn't it? Oh, actually, no, it's not too bad. It's just there. Okay, so hidden tomb. We might have a look at that. Let's continue going on over here. I know there are some other Hive world, I don't know what they're called, Hive vessels? Flying Hive, that says. Ah, the Flying Hive is, well, it's a Flying Hive. I don't know what sort of weapon systems it has, but it does have shields. And it was hostile, and it does feel like I'm the bad guy here, even though they were immediately hostile. We are the ones rocking up and destroying them. Oh, they have very, very quick reactionary ships here. And it is a bit like a Hive, as in, whoa! Once the Hive ship gets attacked, they go on full swarm mode. The advantage we have is that we are, again, equipped with long-range firepower. These guys, they're basically on a collision course to us. Oh, there's another Hive ship. Okay, I don't particularly want to wipe out the entire species. I don't know if they are actually are they a space-bound race? I don't know. have no idea. You can see the issue with our... Wow, look at that. So the hive ships themselves are not particularly powerful. Whoa, what's going on there? Wow, okay. A small skiff has been sitting here for some time. After a quick examination of the logs, Ensign R reports that the pilot was forced to make an emergency landing. After an incident venting their water supplies into space, apparently they misread the instruments and mistook the planet's plentiful dry ice for the real thing. Unclear what happened to the pilot. Perhaps they searched in vain on foot for the elusive water. Tragedy was a boon for the team. The small craft is intact. Ethylene deposit. There we are. So there's another... Yeah, there's another flinger there. There's another world over there. Yeah, as I said, I'm a bit conflicted on this one. Because the planet is rotating faster than the surface. 15 research points. Yeah, I'm a bit conflicted because, you know, they were admittedly... Right, I'm going to have to stop for a second. Admittedly, they were very open on what their intentions were. They didn't want to see her go away, basically. Right, okay, but then they didn't really give us a choice in terms of the fired at us. Right, but it's now our choice to willingly go to these new areas and explore, knowing that we're going to be in conflict. This one looks a bit dodgy. This is a heavy terraformed planet with dedicated hexagonal zones engineered for specific biological, industrial, and agricultural purposes. I mean, it looks... Yeah, it does look artificial. It looks cool as well. So there's a flinger over there. I'm guessing this is the Pure Hive's primary world. Oddly, their biology does not seem like the one that would have evolved on a planet with this gravity and orbit. Okay, so that flinger there goes wherever. This one goes to that one. And the hidden tomb is down there. Eventually, I do want to get back to going over here. But I'm right in the midst of all of this. Let me head towards this hidden tomb. And eventually I want to find out more about, you know, why, you know what the reason why I came here? What was that again? Oh yes, it was to find a reason why the ship's being destroyed, which I'm guessing is actually updated in the log. No, ship's just behind schedule again. So we will continue scanning. So I wonder if this hive world... Another abandoned miner sitting in the swamp of corrosive gas. Try and turn it back on. 5% chance. Bonus. Titanium. An artifact. Apparently some sort of automaton made of some kind of highly durable metal. A bipedal artifact between extract layers 4 and 5, possibly Fallen Empire, may be remnant. Advise. If reported, that's for its site. Half the staff are devout now. If there's a chance that something missing segment after the extract is complete, log contains partial analysis of the absent artifact. Yep. Okay, they're putting something together again. We've got a star station. Oh, this is another faction, is it not? Right, let me have a quick scout. That looks a bit more like our tech. Nearly invisible monomolecular fiber connects the orbiting station to an unknown endpoint beneath the sea. It must have incredible tensile strength to withstand the gravitational effects. 30 research. Okay. Welcome, explorer, to the Abysar, maybe? Our modest trading outpost offers resources and trinkets for trade. We would be like to exchange some with you. We're looking for a guild ship that disappeared. Yes, we've met them recently. They're in fact the reason for our modest catalogue at the moment. They are completely cleared us out of artifacts. I blame myself. I always pricing items too low. We have since received some new items, but as you'll see, I've not learned my lesson. No doubt I'll be relieved of my position as soon as a more responsible placement will raise prices. Can you tell me about the Pure Hive? An efficient and well-coordinated species, the Pure Hive has recently become even more distrusting of strangers in this space. Before they would merely threaten, but lately they have started making examples of the wrong sort of visitor intruding to their space. And for a while, the wrong sort were these aggressive... proselytizers... Can't say that. Through the... Though the definition seems to have expanded to anyone but themselves. The devout, I'm thinking that's what it's talking about. A hypocritical attitude, as they were new to the region a few centuries ago. In any case, they have been terrible for our modest trade. Why does the Hive let you stay? Well, we were here first, so we weren't exactly intruders, but they've been recently suggested that our business might do better elsewhere, which you take as an ominous change in policy. Unfortunately, we were not well suited to travel. Not even on this station. I'm several thousand meters below the watery surface of the planet. Ah, right. There's a connection that may turn their aggression towards us. I have further reduced my prices, take advantage of the opportunity. It's a going out of existence sale. That's a new one. I would like to trade with you. Okay, an optic pistol and a thermal device. These are for platinum. I will buy both because it's again, it's again the stuff we can pick up and get research for. They are giving us decent prices on selling them some aluminium, so I will sell them a lot of that. And also, titanium's all right. Let's sell a bit of that. Most of their prices are good. In fact, ethylene, wow, they're actually willing to sell us some. That's interesting. Ethylene, used for critical command systems. I don't know if I need. I've got 16. I don't know if I need any more. I'm hoping these guys don't disappear, but I have a feeling they might. Oh, their prices have altered now. I think it's because I've been trading a lot with them. That'll do for now. So let's go ahead and go to our optic pistol. Attachments emit real-time wide-angle feed from the projectile would allow the firer to gain an advantage. Okay, analyze the thermal device. High-capacity heat exchanger capable of pushing high-temperatures gas. Hopefully the thermal exchanger is more reliable than their claims of low prices. Makes an unsuitable ship usage, but would be ideal for surface or subterranean climate control. Perfect. We have the heat exchanger that we wanted. Right, and then the new place we need to go is the hidden tomb over there. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the hidden tomb because I want to go back. I know that there's trading here with the Abysar station, which is great. And there's a flinger there and a flinger there. I want to go through both to figure out what's around this location, but I also want to go back and hand in this heat exchanger. So we'll do just that, because heading over to this hidden tomb is, well, it's a whole different thing entirely. Whereas if I can at least hand over the heat exchanger, get the information I need, at least we've completed a couple of things. In terms of crew experience, previously unknown object closing. Where? Often it's a comet. Don't know. Zip through. This is going to be, quite a ways away. There's also an orange star there. Okay, this goes quite far. We've been through a lot of the flingers before. And some of them can take us quite far away. Some of them relatively close. This one is certainly of the latter. And let's see. Scanning. Save underway. Areas used as dumping ground for ship parts that someone wasn't bothered repairing with. 32 copper and also liquid something. I was going to say liquid water, but that is not necessarily true. We found around here, there's no other jumper, but there is yellow star there, orange star there. But, like I say, the main thing is I'm actually finishing off the jumps, essentially, to try and get these uncovered. Rocky R9. At a glance, the team identifies the anomaly as a derelict vessel that probably crashed on the surface in a semi-controlled deorbit. Ensign Triton confirms the theory partially reconstructs the ship's fate from its logs. Ship was one of two long-range siege ships from a planet suffering from environmental catastrophe. Crew must have used the new technology to establish colony elsewhere in the region, probably on a more hospitable planet. Yeah, no new technologies. Okay, fine. So again, getting experience there. Search this planet. Another Rocky R9. Volcanic Peak. Dense silver deposits lie a few hundred meters below the surface. No doubt the team will be able to access some, although how much of the deepest veins they can reach depends on the skillful readings of the lander's seismograph. Have Ensign P do a test. Plus 30%. And yes, A small but sincere round of applause from the rest of the team, as we have pinpoint accuracy for the most valuable deposits. 71 silver, well done. Excellent. And then finally here. And that's it. So this is all scanned out. There's still obviously places we haven't searched. There's a flinger here, which will almost certainly take us to that orange star, and there's that one over there. But that's fine. Again, the original idea was to come over here and have a little scout about and go through all of the gates as and when we can. And I'm going to go through the other one. Big jump there. Good. What are we on for? Ship systems. I think we're on max, aren't we? Ship size 55 or 55, yes. Previously unknown object again. Interesting. I mean, I could just sort of hang around and see what there is, but go with that flinger. It might zip past us. Like I say, there's a comet. I think there's a comet somewhere around here. Just depends on how close. Sadly, I don't think we can get our scanners any higher. Not at this level, anyway. Oh, here we go. Some more ships. Oh, a lot more ships. These Karams, and there's a Hive ship as well. The Karams are going to come in super fast because that's what they do. They run like a ramming mission, and there you go. Look, they do actually ram straight into you. We do have the advantage in that I have the fast-firing cannons, turrets. I say my intent is not to completely wipe out the species, but you know, we are peaceful explorers when we are left alone. When we're not, well, we definitely have the ability to defend ourselves. There's one of them gone. They definitely fire some naughty plasma guns. They're all gone. So let's go ahead and pick all this up. In fact, the tractor beams are overwhelmed. Look at that. Wow, okay. Alright. Let's jump to this next one. It's going sideways. No, back up a bit. And, yep, throw them back into your chair. And oh, orange star gas giants, then another one as well. What is of note is that the guild, the trading guild, knew that's probably the biggest gas giant we've ever detected and scanned. Gas giant J3. Look at the size of it. Yeah, the trade guild knew that there was someone over here, because obviously that's where they're trading from. Hence, Galice, we think this might have been what the Red Raiders were based on. The original design wasn't for comfort. We'll explain their poor performance. Recent rock slide exposed weathered vessel reminiscent of the Red Raider drones. This one seems to be much older without armaments, probably designed for armored repair of large structures. Wow. That is... It doesn't seem there, but I think that's a significant find. Is it not? There's an orange star over here. I didn't go to that one, so should I go to this one? Well, it's so close, I'm very tempted to. Yeah, that's actually of note, that. So the original Red Raider design was from there. Not from there, but that was one of the vessels that was... Ooh, hang on. That's another one of these devices. My point, which the ignorant, dispatch tantalizing information on remnant artifact that was referred to as the generational vessel or the Ark. Deliberately seems to have missed is that none of the artifacts they left behind were intended as booby traps. They may pose a danger in their accidental misusage, but their natural use is unlikely the cause of dire consequences. If the unknown does not interact with any of the external systems and only the unknown of it are related to producing information, then the risks small. We have positive proof that our lack of understanding of the constraints building our binding our unknown may have been the cause of the death of over 100 academics, plus several billion unknown. Yeah, okay. Again, referring to people digging up artifacts, and academics died, apparently. Let's go over to this Lunar L2. Yeah, so there was a crashed vessel back there, again, based on the Red Raider. Or the Red Raiders are based on that. That they've been retrofitted. Extensive search, nothing is found. Anomaly on the planet's surface stores data. Due to failure to calibrate our memory crystals for the physical constraint differences in this universe, our scanners failed to completely clear previous anomaly detection. We've gained some research from it. Yeah, I guess. Why not? It might be a failure in, you know, the detection, but we've learned something. It is, after all, research. Even a failure, you may have learned something there. If not more than a success. A single storage capsule impacted this high ridge. Given the lack of damage, both the capsule and the surrounding vegetation, it must have deployed via gravitational arrestor. Cursory examination shows that it's a reinforced guild data storage. The information contained is highly technical nature, detailing technical telemetry events that occurred shortly before it was jettisoned. Ensign Cygnus Lee was able to make some conclusions. The originating ship was hailed by an unknown faction. After contact was broken, they raised shields and powered up weapons. Despite defenses, the ship took heavy damage on shields, one reactor, and propulsion. Okay. Alright. Seems that the guild ship survived the initial Hive attack and retreated. Likely would have tried to reach their gateway, but the Flinger network was blocked. Ah, okay. I think I should have gone over there at this point now. Okay, back to here. Let's go back. To see if we can drop off this heat exchanger. And then again, I am tempted to go back to that yellow star there, and then there's a hidden tomb. But I don't know what that opens up, if anything. But we'll go back. There's a dispatch there, we've done that one. So let's look on here, how are we up to? 132 experience of 160. Ship is still behind schedule. Heat exchanger. We found a heat exchanger. Sort of. It was in... where is it? Thermal device. That one. We can hand them out there. Oh, we've jumped straight into these guys who are chasing us down. I have no need to wipe them out. So I'm going to make haste away. If they want to fire at us, then they're free to do so. Try and follow me. I think I've mentioned, it might not be in the previous episode, but certainly it was the one before that. It has been mentioned that this ship does not have shields. It does not have flak defense. It does not have anything like that. Its defense is its speed, because we can just rush away exceptionally quickly. And also our long-range firepower. That we can just shoot longer ranged. We can't outrange the missile systems that we've encountered. But we can outrange most things. And we feel the plasma turrets do a very good job against fast ships and missiles that are incoming. Not perfect, but good enough. But yeah, that's our thing. We have a heat exchanger. Will it do? Finally, as agreed, the computer systems, your friend sold us, and the diberyllium. So there we go. Have the team return to the ship. The heat exchange is complete. Missions. Oh no. Let's go with Guild Computer. Analyze. Consistent with what we've seen of Guild Tech, likely part of their telemetry system, perhaps an obsolete model. The Guild Master who sold it may not have realised it still has an authentication system embedded within it. Okay. Let me go to this new area here, this yellow star, and then I am going to go to this hidden tomb. So we do have a pass in it. So if we went here first, we might have been able to gain access to these new areas. I think it's these new areas. I say here, it might have been these ones because there's so many. One of these is the guild area. Another one is the not the Emir. The Lokians. And then we've got a few more on top of that as well. It's getting very crowded in our sky. Okay. So probably more combat when we jump through here. In fact, there is the vessel that we left. So I want to go over there. It's going to take us past this star. It's going to do some damage. So I need to zip through here. Flying Hive, Coordinator, and then these Karams. But at full burn, we're not even using any energy. They can't chase us, they can't catch us. And also we have these wings on either side now, which increase our void speed. Basically, we're very, very fast. What is the ship's speed? Max speed, it says, is... Well, it's fluctuating between 18 and 29. I don't know what's going on there. Let's go to this yellow star. Then once we went to the yellow star, we're going to go back to this. Well, we're going to go to the hidden tomb. Vessel is a comlog, garbled reference to the last resting place of Ock Juk and the Legion Scepter, as well as a set of coordinates, which is almost certainly going to be more of these brass parts. Which, the more I read... I mean, we're putting them together. If we have an option to assemble them, of course we're going to assemble them. What on earth it does is, well, anyone's guess. What we're doing like with research points anyway. 1,051. No, 1,015. There's something undiagnosed, reading that backwards. Right, so we're definitely going to get our next level of ship, which is 700 points, I believe. I also do really, really want to get some shielding, and I did threaten and have done to get some lasers at some point. But I'm having so much fun with these long range. If I can get better long range guns, what I want is the gun that you say activate and basically the lights dim. Oh, hang on. This is definitely a new... This is almost certainly a new branch. Because we've got a wormhole and then something further along. Let me just have a scan around. Oh, hang on. Over here, over here, over here. Come on. Turn around. Yeah, I want the gun that you activate and the lights dim, everything turns off, and then it is the absolutely devastating main gun that fired the death cannon, the the cannon of the end times, the mega weapon. That'd be cool. Terrestrial planet. Doesn't have much to offer in terms of resources, but flagged the anomaly sensors due to high habitability index. It's just really good to be. If we could make it home, this would be a good candidate for a settlement. Ah, fair enough. Nothing there. Gateway activated. Let me go to this red star. And again, this is a case of getting... You will be sidetracked by something every time. We are definitely on that sidetrack level. But eyes on the prize. Hidden tomb. I'm hoping that over here there isn't any flingers. It doesn't appear to be so. In fact, the only thing really around here that I think I've missed is the comet or whatever it is going around. A few minutes ago, the planet was home to a nascent space-age civilization. Tragically, they coincided with the catastrophic changes in their sun's output, which raised the surface temperature a dozen of degrees. From examination of the ruins, we can see that they anticipate the disaster impressively. It seems that the event united the largest of the planet's cultures into launching a seed colony ship, We've gained some resources. Control tower, continue to track the launch. Appears survivors found hope. The idea of some members of the species could reach the nearby star system when their previous telescopes detected habitable world. The journey would take centuries and relied on some very new ideas for them on gravity and relatively predict the correct approach. Return to the ship. Reviewed the calculations used by the colony seed ship. Unfortunately, their model was off by 0.02%, an amount that compounded over centuries. The seed ship would have been passed right through the target system on into the void. Oh. So they didn't make it then, is what you're telling me? That's depressing. I want to find a planet where everybody's fine. Hopefully we will at some point. So what's happening here, I don't know if you can see, we're going to the wormhole, we're then heading over to this wormhole, and we're then going down there. You know what? It says that's the quickest route. Is it? I mean, yes, that is the quickest route, apparently. What if I just burnt there? Because going through all here, I think it might take... I think it might be longer, you know. You know what we haven't done? We haven't headed off into the black. Into the unknown. And just travelled. And that's what we're going to do. We do have good void speed. So I reckon we can just head that way. It also gives us time to relax, to find another burst ray. Another burst relay station with a message fragment in its matrix. Retrievable fragments from the message translators arrived on rotation 23. Search of the Academy. Observations provide you with some useful intelligence. Doesn't provide us with anything. Off we go. There's some discourse whether or not we destroy those or not. But hey. So we're already travelling quite a way. But yeah, let's continue on. I'm using our thrusters. Void effect is 100%, so there's literally nothing about. The odd specks of... the odd particle. But nothing to slow us down. Speed is hovering around the 270 speeds. We are halfway there. So it might have been quicker to go the teleporty way. We're doing ourselves. Just feel like I need to just turn in a little bit. Wonder if we do run into that. A planet where everything's fine. Like one of the crew suggested. So if I go to Hidden Tomb now, is it gonna... oh no, there we go. It is gonna actually head that way, as opposed to going to the Yellow Star and back over. Be interested to see just how much more time we would have lost or saved jumping around. At least this way, we know, as a general rule, we're not going to bump into any hostile species. Whereas we know if we go through the gates, there's a high chance because, well, it's the Hives system that we're doing here. Hidden Tomb. We've got another star. So the first one is a yellow star and then there's an orange star below. Okay. Still haven't found the deal with this. Where is it? Behind schedule. I might have to go back. Or it might be over here that we find more. So, Hidden Tomb. Not so hidden. I found it. Not hidden anymore, at least. There's loads of planets around here. Loads of, well, astral bodies anyway. Let's have a scan and a search. Planetoid still has warm core leading to occasional volcanic eruptions. Have pre-analysed the lava flow plus 30% on the roll. Some diberyllium. It's alright. And a wormhole gateway. Interesting that it's all the way out here. But I'll pick it up nonetheless. So zip past. Whee! That came in close. We just have been zoomed out, that's why. Okay, let's have a look around here. Got that orange star as well. This feels like a bit of a milestone moment. Let's see if it is or not. The fact that it's a terrestrial world is always of note. Looks a bit bare. Terrestrial M2. The lander touches down in a broad glade not far from a large cave in a 50-meter cliff. As the team approaches, the cliff revealed as the overgrown ruins of a fallen empire structure. The cave opening is an archway. There are clear signs that the interior has been modified from its original layout. Some passengers, that's the one, I got there in the end, have been sealed off with large stone blocks. That looks almost vault doorish to me. Letters painted on the wall translates as a warning. The tomb of Ock Juk. Turn back, weaklings, fools, and cowards. Only death and shame await within. Beyond the corridor slopes south and into darkness. Have the team go south. Or leave, we're going to go south. Oh, don't say it's one of these type of ones where you have to navigate around. The cave descends and tightens in narrow, high-ceiling corridor of hard white stone. Irregular but geometric protrusions lightly protrude from the faces, creating sharp edges. Eventually branches into east-west corridor. Let's go left-hand rule. So west, north, east. Or should I just go top down? West. The corridor branches with darkness in all directions. Go west, so we're basically turning round. Echoing corridors of unusual white stone. We can't go any further, so go north, so we're going straight ahead. Walk in the dark. Go north. Go east. Go north. Always try and go ahead and keep your hands to the left. Can't go that way, so south would be back. East. I hate these minigames. I'm terrible at them. Am I just going in a circle now? Can I just brute force it? I'm going to have to. As the team stops, as a faint, deep moaning sound echoes around them, after a lengthy pause, P announced without much conviction that it's probably the resonance caused by wind passing across the tomb. All right, okay. So you go south and north. That's just going backwards and forwards. Go north. Yeah, I mean, I apologies in advance for however long this might take. So that's just going backwards. And we're injured. Focus on the dark path in front of them. Everyone is momentarily caught off guard when some things with many legs drops down upon them above. After recovering from the sudden panic, the team organizes defensive positions and swarm as the creatures swarm. Ensign R has been injured, 87% health. Have Cygnusly take charge, plus 10% on the defense roll. 89, we've aced it. Skittering insectoids rush from all sides, but after frantic plasma firefight, the creatures are smouldering exoskeletons. The team is unscathed. The team are. Okay, continue on. But again, this could just go on for forever. Anyone else smell something like a musty, decaying odour? The team pauses briefly as dust on the ground stirs lightly with faint movement of air. External temperature drops 2 degrees. It's literally impossible that you don't smell anything. Our suits don't take in outside air. It's a psychosomatic effect. That should be south again, yes. Can you even, like, get out of this? I'm just gonna have to brute force it. So there's the end of the series. Literally stuck in here. Notice there's holes in the wall surface with trails in the dust leading from them. That I then wearily as they pass, but nothing emerges. White stone. White stone. So if we just keep going east, I'm basically going in a big circle, right? So we've been here before. Yes. So which way did I go before? Back at the ship. Survey incomplete. Okay. You know what? Oh, there's a hostile ship over there. I was going to say I'm going to leave it there for now. On these colossal caves. But I want to see what this hostile vessel is. I want to see what's over here. But I'll be going back to that cave at some point. Ancient Orbiter. Oh, it's got lots of incoming. Very odd. It's a very old orbital defense station. Surprisingly good condition, still very dangerous. Yes, I know, I can tell. Luckily we can keep firing and firing. What on earth? It's actually not on Earth, it's somewhere else. Did you see that? Just how tough that thing was? That was ridiculous. Fortified tunnel at the base of a large mesa was buried centuries ago by a rock slide. Past few decades, erosion effects have re-exposed it. Same effects have weathered away the shield plating to the point the table to without difficulty. Finds an old research facility, probably mid-Empire, according to Ensign Triton. After investigation of the equipment, it seems like the facility worked on genetic modifications. Fortunately, the genetic materials have degraded to the point that there is no hope in determining the nature of the modifications. Transcriber could take patterns of DNA species equivalents and record them for an optical substrate, and vice versa. The data is annotated, but there is not enough context for the universal translator. Genetic experiments always go well, don't they? If we know anything about sci-fi tropes, genetic experiments, AI, etc. Small meteorite, so uranium. Okay, nothing here. Right, we are going to leave it there for now. That has been a bit of Starcom Unknown Space. We have, I think, had a fairly, for once actually, a fairly condensed, quite direct episode of something, as in we explored this new area, we bumped into new alien species, the Hive, who are not happy about anybody being here. We also have another trader over there. The, I can't remember the... No, not over there. Over... Where have they gone? Around here somewhere. A new trader, at least, anyway. Where they're actually on the planet rather than on the space station. And, yeah. We still need to figure out exactly... Didn't mean to send that there. Hang on. Return the ship. Yeah, we still need to find exactly what the deal is when it comes to the ship getting blown up. And we also now have, where we are now, Hidden Tomb. The Tomb of Ock Juk. Maybe I need to find some more clues about it. We shall see. Either way, we're leaving it there. Next time we'll have another look at this area here, this tomb. But we'll also probably go back and have a chat with some more, well, the traders at least, see how we get on. Either way, hope you have enjoyed it. Comments in the comments as always, and thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.